All right. We are here, guys. Good evening to you all from Lagos, Nigeria. If you are somewhere outside of Africa, good afternoon, good morning. So glad to have you for the 7th day on this 30 days journey. Today, we are having a very special guest. Why do I say so? I used to like it when they talk money. You know, and some of us who were not taught money as children, some of us were. They didn't just teach us in the ways more intentional like this. I did some kind of business with my mom, so I was always there. They used to call me one name I won't mention online. All right, but today I'm so excited. We are having Coach Juliet. Coach Juliet is our personal coach. You know, when I tell parents that as I understand what you do for, if you are like me and a life coach, or you're in the family life space, or you're called to the children ministry, you could sometimes say, I know it, so what would I tell another person to teach my children? But hey, it takes a community to raise a child. It takes a community to raise a wholesome child. So sometimes, see finish we enter, you just need someone else to set some record straight. And you are not, you are limited, right? There's some things you do not have that your children will have to learn from another. So that's why I'm excited today. And my name is Amaka. By the grace of God, I am the convener of the Disruptive Parenting Summit. I'm excited that this is the first edition. I'm also the author of the Disruptive Parenting book and the founder, Disruptive Parenting Academy. Today is the 7th day. We began this journey about 7 days ago, and we're here to help you to groom your children into champions and your kids into kings. One of the things that we're excited about here is that we are confident enough to say, hey, there is something every professional is bringing to the table. So you learn from here, you learn from there. And so in disruptive parenting movement, we believe in community parenting re-engineering. Community parenting re-engineering. So we are brought in about 7, and all through these 30 days, we are bringing masterminds. Like the guest we are having today is a multiple award-winning coach, right? And there's so much that she has to offer. So for her to come and be doing this at no cost to you, is only wisdom that you take advantage of it. All right? Because I know, sincerely, there's no coach here that you want one-on-one with, that you didn't drop money. They want to help you because they love your children, they love you. You will drop 50K, right? Put it together for 30 professionals. And there's some that you must drop 250 because they paid their dues. So for you to have 30 of them at a roll, hey, don't let us think that we love you more than you love your children. All right. So here is on this note that we welcome everyone on YouTube, both the everyone on YouTube and everyone who is watching now and who will watch later. This is Disruptive Parenting Academy, and I'm sorry, Disruptive Parenting Summit, and we trust that you are taking advantage of everything that you're learning, right? I'm excited. Someone sent me a feedback 2 days ago. You know, I've been getting feedbacks, right? But I love it when somebody is attending this kind of summit and you are applying on the spot. And so something came up in her family and she applied what we taught and it changed the entire narrative. And she's excited. So she sent feedback on that. I'm excited about that, right? Please don't just gather this knowledge. Apply. Like one of my coaches will say, practice, 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 practice again and again. That's the only, we are doing what we're asking you to. Okay? So it works. That's why we're gathered here, to let you know, hey, you don't have to be by yourself. You can actually join us and ensure that your child becomes better, because no child is safe until every child is safe. No child is educated until every child is educated. No child is empowered until every child is empowered. It's on this note that I want to bid a very big welcome to my beloved sister. She has been on this journey with us. She was here last year when I was launching my book, and it was just an incredible one. I follow her. Like I said, she's our personal coach. She's Uriel's coach. All right. So today we are here to teach our children how to make money. So let me not talk, let me not spend so much time sharing, so that we can. This morning is critical. Hello. So welcome on board, Coach. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Coach Amaka. It's always a pleasure coming to your program, and also a pleasure talking to parents. Okay, my name is Juliet Vincent to be the founder of Kidpreneur Africa. So what we do is we mentor and we raise kidpreneurs. So today I'm going to, in a quick time, talk about raising financially savvy kids. When we talk about raising financially savvy kids, we know there are so many things that we need to teach our children. But the most important thing you have to teach your child, or you have to educate your child about, is about finance, about money. With the recent happenings of people losing their monies to Ponzi schemes, people who come to, pretend they're doing business and, do people of their hard-earned money. We need to start on time to teach our children basic financial literacy skills so that we arm them for the future. If your child doesn't know how to make money, manage money, and multiply money, that child will become an adult that will have difficulty in taking financial decisions. So when we talk about raising them to become financially savvy, we're talking about teaching our children about savings, about investment, about earning, about budgeting, and all the things they need to know about money before they even clock 12. If your child can tell you, Mommy, I need ice cream, and you said there is no money, and your child will tell you, like mine, there is money in your purse or in your bag, that means that child have knowledge about money. My son will tell me, I will say, where is the money? So money is in your purse. If you tell your child you don't have money, and your child goes, Mommy, get your ATM and you can get money from your ATM, that means your child is aware of money. If your child can differentiate between more and less, it is the right time to start talking about money. So money conversations should start early. As early as 4, 5, you should start money conversation. Conversation around how you make money. When they ask you of money, you have to let them know. Don't go by we don't have money. When you start talking about we don't have money, we don't have money, children grow with that mentality that we are poor. But you let them know that I have money, but the money I have is for this and for that. So for us to spend money, we have to budget the money. Guy, this thing is not in our budget this month. And the child will understand that it's not wickedness, but we are delaying this gratification for next month. But some of us did not grow with that mindset. That is why everything that they throw on you, every ashebi you buy, you don't know how to say no and still feel cool. You don't know how to say no, I'm not buying this ashebi this month, and you don't feel left out. So these are the things that when we talk about money, it surrounds this conversation about talking about how you make money. What are the things mommy and daddy do to make money? Some of our children, they don't know. Virtually everything you use in your house is bought with money. There is no how you will not talk about money, because you spend money every day. You use money to pay their school fees. You use money to buy food. You use money to buy their shoes. You use money to buy their clothes. So talking about money is something that will start early. So when we talk about talking about money, I will start with the first one, making money. That is the first thing. How do people make money? You start on time to teach your child how people make money, so that when they grow, they will know these are the legitimate way of making money. If you don't tell them, another person will tell them the illegitimate way of making money. And because they care about making money, they will go by that second option somebody have told them. I was in a school during the World Savings Day, and I asked in an assembly, I asked the XS1 and the JS, what are the ways one can make money and make money fast? And one of them said, when you, from the junior secondary, they said, when you now finish your school, you get a job and start working, you make money as they pay you salary, you will make money. But the senior said, no, to make quick money, you have to do Yahoo, Yahoo. Can you imagine? That means the seniors are now with the mindset that for you to make quick money is Yahoo, Yahoo you need to do. Some of them are learning for you to make quick money, you have to kill somebody. I overheard a discussion on the radio that a brother killed the younger brother and was calling the brother's name, thinking that the brother will vomit money. These are false way of making money. Of course, you know, rituals cannot give you money. But these are the mindsets our young ones are having, because nobody taught them the legitimate way of making money. Nobody taught them there are different streams, there are different ways you can make money outside working in a company and earn salary. I usually tell my kids who are kidpreneurs, you can make money. When we take them through the business class, we explore different options. You can start making money. You have your gifts. There is something God gifted you with. There is a giftings. You can sing, you can dance. You do this effortlessly. That is your giftings. You have experience. Some people have monetized their experience. I know of a child who people call Orobo. They call her Orobo, but she's fat and fit. Do you know what she did? She now started fat and fit kiddies. An exercise outfit that she do tour around to, you know, let children know that even if you are fat, you can be fit. That child is making money from her experience of people calling her Orobo. You can make money from your expertise. If you are expert in something, you can make money from it. Then the fourth one is knowledge. The knowledge you have, somebody is willing to pay you for you to share that knowledge to them or with them. So these are 4 ways you can make money. When you let your child know this, your child is growing with the mindset that there are different streams of income. If we have different streams of expenses, you as an adult should have different streams of income. If your child is seeing that you are making money from different streams, your child will things I've mentioned. So that is about making money. And that is why when they come for kidpreneur coaching, we explore this option and you see them coming up with ideas. When it comes to making money, you have to let them know that money flow in the area of value. You give something in an exchange for that value, people pay you for it. So people don't dash people money. Excuse me. People don't dash people money. They give you money because you provided a solution to their problem. You offered value. So in the exchange, they give you money. That is how money is being made. People don't dash money or throw money. Money doesn't grow on trees like they said, but you can grow your money. That is about making money. So when we finish talking about making money, you should take it a step further to let them know about saving money. So many people make money, and at the end of the day, in 2 or 3 years, they can't account for it because they don't have good savings habits. I know of a woman that was sharing in a platform. He said, my husband have bad saving habits. Once he make money, once he gets money, the next thing is, what am I buying? What am I buying? There are some people like that. Once they get their salary, the next thing is, what is the next thing to buy? Before 2-3 days, they finish the money. They can't account for it because they didn't grow with savings culture. Nobody taught them about that. So for children, you have to teach them the 50-30-20 rule. This is what we advocate for. During Global Money Week, we took 1 week to talk about this. We went to schools to do financial literacy campaign in schools. The 50-30-20 rule says that your child should know that when uncle gives me money or whenever anybody gives me money, I have to save 50% and spend 30%, and I have to save 50%, spend 30%, and share 20%. So if somebody gives your child 1,000, your child is meant to save 500, then use 300 and share 200. That is where, if you're a Christian, you will not pay tithe with 10%, and you now have 10% again. You can decide to give it to the orphanage or to charity. So these are the basic things your child should know about savings. Your child should know that savings is something that you do not because you are saving for the future. For example, some of us who are taught in our social studies about saving, you save when you need money, you go there and take it. That is what they taught us. But we have advanced in financial literacy to let a child know that you are saving for a purpose. You don't just save to keep it there, that when you have a need, you will go and take it. Your savings should be towards a goal of something you want to achieve. You want to buy a book, you want to buy a game, you want to buy a bicycle, you save towards that. That will teach the child to cultivate the habit of keeping something aside. And when you are doing that, we always put them through savings goal. Your child should learn how to save savings goal, which is financial goals. And I usually tell parents, you cannot give what you don't have. If your child don't know about savings, it's because you don't save. You can't be a saver and you will not raise a saver. I know my mom back then, they didn't teach me anything about money. The only thing is that when you graduate from school, get a job and start working, you make money. That's the only thing I learned. But my mom usually give me money to keep for her. I am the one that is keeping her money for her. When my dad was building a house in the village, each time my dad wants to travel, my mom will ask me to get the money she asked me to keep. And she will hand it over to my dad. So that made me to start, I know that it's good to keep money aside. So when they learn about savings, the next thing they need to learn is how to manage their money. So I'm talking about earning money, saving money, and managing money. That is the next step. Some people can save money, some people can make money, and they don't know how to manage it. That is why you see some of these people who win jackpot, and just won a jackpot. And 2 to 3 years, you can't see that money again. There are so many people who have made money, and in 2 years, 3 years, thereabouts, they are broke because they didn't learn how to manage money. Like I used to give this illustration, it's easier to pull a house down. It can take 30 minutes to bring down a house, but to build it, it takes time. Sorry for my baby. So you have to teach your child how to manage money, because in managing money is where they will learn how to keep money and grow their money. If they don't know how to manage money, any little money they get, is chocolate, is pizza, is sweet, is ice cream. I know children, that is once money comes to their hand, is pizza, ice cream. Mommy, I have made money, you know. So there's nothing you can do about it. But when you teach them how to manage money, they will know that, see, this money, when you make money, you have to grow the money. That is where investments come to play. You teach them how to, you know, invest their money to grow the money. But this is about the principle, about the basic skills you should teach your child. And like I said, the conversation should start early. That is number one. What are the ways you can expose them to knowing this financial literacy? Is by number one, conversation. Number two is practicing. At the beginning of the year, while you are trying to put your family in order to start off for the year, have a financial literacy workshop with your children, or set goals. Your financial goal, when you are setting it, let them be around and see that we are doing our budget for the month. We are setting our financial goal for the month. These are the things we are budgeting for the month. When they ask you for something, they will know, oh, we didn't budget for it. They will know how to delay their gratification. When you are eating your rice when we are small, when they give you food, there is meat. You eat the rice. When you finish the rice, that is when you now eat the meat. You don't start eating the meat first. That is typical example of delayed gratification. If you have a child that when you serve the child food and the child will start eating the egg first or eat the meat first, you need to start working on that child. Because the idea is that you finish the rice and you now enjoy the meat. The meat comes last. So you have to teach them delayed gratification. And another thing you have to teach them when it comes to delayed gratification example is that you have to let them know how to make good choices when it comes to options placed before them. You know, try not to eat junk and eat healthy foods. You know, children like this juice and all that. Why don't you present orange juice instead of buying the juice? And let them know the importance of eating healthy. Instead of buying that juice, okay, when you get orange, one orange and you press it, the juice that will come out might be small, but that is more heavier to compare to the one you buy that has gone through different factory processes. So these are the ways you teach your child to, you know, to have financial knowledge and make financial decisions. Another example I want to cite is when it comes to managing finance. Do you recycle things? Do you upcycle things? Do you reuse things? Do you know how to improvise? There are things that you need that you might not need to buy them. You can improvise them. You can recycle something to get that. You can upcycle something to get that. If I want to share this story, when we did our 1-year anniversary, I got a dress, and that dress had this, you know, gathers, you know, your first year now. So when we snap pictures after, you know, we the same size. And last year, December, when we were this December, you know, there's no need buying new outfits. I went to my boss and I brought out that gown. And I saw that this gown, if I can use the gathers that we have there, I can use it to make dress for my daughters. Do you know that I have to lose the gathers and use it to make outfits for my 2 daughters? And if I bring that picture and show you, there's no how you will not think that is a new cloth. I bought a new cloth. But this cloth is 5 years. Almost 5 years. I have to do what? Upcycle. I have to do what? Upcycle what I had before instead of spending more money. So these are the things we can do when we're teaching our children financial literacy.
Oh, yes.
When it comes to food, you have to teach them to scoop what they can eat. You don't waste food. These are ways to, you know, teach them how to spend less. That the food is available does not mean that you have to waste it. So when you cook food, that is what you can finish. and get a piggy bank for them. When you get a piggy bank, that is a first step for them to know that they have their colo, their piggy bank to save money. But there is a step forward. You have to open a savings account for your children.
Yes.
And you have to start saving for them. If you start saving when your child is 0 months, all of these parents that have eaten their children naming ceremony money, I am calling you people out. We did Global Money Week. We did a financial literacy campaign in schools. So at the end of the campaign, we did it in over 100 schools. I partnered with Niger Kids to do that. Over 100 schools across the 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria. And at the end of the day, in each school, we have a winner. Do you know what we did? I realized that when we were growing up, when you hear a millionaire, you think it will take you 100 years to become a millionaire.
Yes.
And another thing we discovered is that when we are growing up, we think that when you talk about somebody becoming a millionaire, the house will be filled with money. That is what makes the person a millionaire. So we said something like a problem for them to solve. We said, if you are 7 years old and you start saving 500 every day, at what age will you become a millionaire? So they did the math and they got the answer is 12 years. If you are saving 500 every day, by the time you turn 12, you become a millionaire. So at the end of the day, we said anybody that got the answer in the school will get 5,000 naira as the prize for getting that answer. Do you know that all the children that got the answer, their parents, we collected their numbers. I called them and I said, congratulations, your child won this morning. That we want you to redeem the prize, but we are going to pay it into the child's account. Okay, this is 100 schools. Do you know it is only out of the 100 children, or let's say, okay, at the end of the day, we have over 80-something children. Do you know it is only 5 parents that gave us their child's account number? 95% of them don't have accounts for their children. Some of them were telling me to send it to their own accounts. Oh. What I would tell them, I said, see, that money that you have eaten during their naming ceremony, it's okay. The one that their uncle is giving them and you're telling them you are keeping it for them, you don't do. They will laugh and laugh and laugh. I said, this woman, you want to kill us. I said, you know what, go and open an account for this child. That I want to send the money to the child's account in his name. And when I send it to you, go and show the child the alert that you have received your money. Imagine in a school, I said, in a school that they have like 100, 200, your child was the person that got the answer. Let this child know that, oh, I can make money. Some of the parents that I spoke to, do you know, some of them went ahead to open an account for their other children. Yes. And they said that one of them said, my child was saying, mommy, I now have account, so I have money in the bank. That is fulfillment. Yes. Project their future. And some of us, if you start when the child is 0 months and start saving maybe every month 1,000 like that, before the child will go to nursery school, you must have saved for the child nursery education. And when that child is in nursery, you start saving again. By the time the child is in primary, you must have saved for secondary. But the only thing is that we are not disciplined enough to save. There is never a better time to save. You know, when I was growing, my daddy would tell me that, see, there are 3 things that are not easy in life. You know, some of these are parents. They tell you, you see, 1, to build house is not easy. You see, to build house is never easy. To get married is never easy. Then to train children, it is never easy. So there is never a better time. When we are growing up, our parents keep complaining of hardship, or did they not complain? They did. They complain, things are hard, things are hard. We are still complaining, things are hard. Do you know that some people are making money, even in the... Very true. What do we need to do? We need to expose them to the midst of chaos. You can also thrive. In the midst of scarcity, you can blossom. But they need to blossom in their area of purpose. So these are the things we should begin to teach our children. Like I said, you move to, them having their own account, and you can start saving. You can start doing that before they get to the point where they can now see, oh, mommy, if mommy saved this amount for me from when I was 1 to now, maybe I'm 12, mommy was able to save this for me. You can actually save for your child to have money to start his or her first business.
Yes.
You can. But because we don't plan, we don't even think about that. Your child is coming up with an idea after graduation, and because there is no money to fund it, that idea will die. And that is why we started Kidpreneur Academy, so that we'll tell you that your child can own his or her own business, have his or her idea, turn it into something that they can make money while still young. If a child is doing that, so many of the kidpreneurs we have, they are so busy innovating, they are so busy coming up with a better idea to, improve and upgrade their business. When will they have time to start thinking of vices? They will not, because they are so engulfed with activities about their business. If those that have written books, I see them coming up with writing the second book, because they will be fulfilled to see that, oh, then I wrote this, and today is a reality. I can touch my book. I'm proud to say I'm an author. Some of them that have physical products, they are proud to say, oh, this is my product. And that is why we give opportunities, platform, programs that will enable them to, come and talk about what they do and showcase it for the world to see. A child during our National Kidpreneur Day last year, the mother makes bed sheets. So he now said, Mommy, do you know what? I'm thinking that you can do a pillow that nursing mothers can put while breastfeeding their children, their babies. And the mother started that. It was idea of 7 years old. So when he attended our class, he told me, do you know that I told my mother to be making that pillow? So it's my idea. He now went to the mother and said, that thing I told you to do is my idea. I want it to become my own business. So the name of my company is Joseph Pillow. You know, when we're doing this National Kidpreneur Day, the boy came live and was showing people that pillow. We didn't know that somebody from the US was watching that live. And the woman specifically told me, I'm interested in that Joseph Pillow. So what are we saying? Imagine that child at 7 come up with that idea. That child know that, oh, in this life I'm a CEO. You see them, I met one woman, he said, after attending your program, I now own it up with my full chest that I'm a CEO. He said he sells babies' clothes and all that. He said, I'm afraid to call myself CEO. But when I came to your program and I saw small children, they will say, I am the CEO of this. And the way they will talk about their business, Omo, you will not say, what am I doing? But I was challenged. See how they were, talking about how they balance their academics with. One said, during weekends, I take order, I hand it over to my COO, my mother. And you'll be wondering. I have ordered from one of them. That makes a sandwich. When I ordered, he said, send me a screenshot of the receipt of your payment. I was like, hey. I'm telling you, if you see customer service, customer care, at the end of the day, said your item will be delivered shortly. I will keep you posted with the dispatch rider. If I start sharing some of their businesses here, you will start salivating over over their foods, what they make. You just keep on drooling and was like, is that children's business? So what are we saying? Another thing you need to do is to get them financial literacy book. Take them to the bank, take them to the market, not only supermarket, take them to the market when you're buying vegetable. Let them know how you negotiate so that they will learn the art of negotiation. Let them know how you budget. When you put your budgeting for the things you need to buy, let them be there and see how you prioritize things when you want to buy things. Let them know that it's not everything that comes their way they can buy. They have to consider the value. Anything you cannot do without can wait. What is the difference between needs and wants? Anything you can do without. I can do without having Brazilian hair.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can do without having, I can do if I don't have bone strength. I am good to go if I don't have 30 billion lace to an occasion. I am good without it.
Yes.
Those things can wait. How do we teach them that? Of course, we have a book, My Money and I. This book is a financial literacy book that is filled with guides on savings, earning, saving, spending, sharing. I did not even exhaust what is here. How do they share money? Your children, do you have a platform where you give back? These are part of financial lessons. No matter how rich you are, you should find out something you can give back. It mustn't be money. It can be your time. It can be your resource. It can be your advice. It can be something. It mustn't be money. That is the aspect of sharing, charity. What are you doing to give back to the society? So I think I will stop here because I've almost taken time talking, and let's see if we have questions for that. So you can reach out, Kidpreneur Africa on Instagram, Kidpreneur Africa official on Instagram to order My Money and I. It's a book for every home. During the Global Money Week, we shared 500 copies of this book across 6 geopolitical zones. So for you to see that a bank endorsed it is something that your child needs to have. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You can always go on and on and on and on, when somebody is comfortable in their skin and in their space. This Kidpreneur thing is your space, and you're doing excellently well on it. If you joined us late, you might need to go back and start from the beginning. I don't understand why this light is doing like this, but it's all good. We are rounding off. Anyways, please.
We can hear you.
Yes. Please make sure that you order that book. Follow her on Instagram, like that page on Facebook. That they're always bringing out products and programs that will help your children. Like I said, this is community parenting reengineering. There are some things there are some things you need to learn from other people. Ensure that the things you need to learn. In fact, sometime, I think it was late last year, Zure participated in one of their collaborations with Access Bank because she's already saving, right? So she earned money. All right, she won money. In fact, that money she won made her to get a second account because her other account was a Zenith account, but this was an Access Bank program. So because she won an Access Bank, now she has 2 accounts. All right, so she's using this Access Bank account to sell her book. So, when you are talking, most of the things you said are the things that I see here. All right. In a moment, she will become a published author. When her book came out, when the editor sent in the last copy of her book, that's the one that is supposed to be printed. So she said, "It's my book. I want to read it first." All the stress that they gave me, all the stress that she and Coach Juliet and all the other of our coaches gave me, they didn't remember it. It's my book. Yeah. I want to read it first. She's here like, it's my book, right? The other time, she said, I'm her chief operations officer. What do you call it? She told me she'll be paying me 50,000. She has not paid, though. She has not paid. But you see, that's because she's already thinking systems in her business, right? That means that she's looking forward to selling her books, and she knows that she will need somebody managing her business. And she didn't ask me whether I'm applying to be employed or I'm not applying. She just said, "You are the one. I'll pay 50,000, don't worry. I said 50,000 is too small for my time, right? She will laugh. Do you understand? But just saying that to say that is how simple you can make your children learning money, learning financial literacy. It can be that simple. She shared her experience with Kipreneur in her book. Her book is going to come out, you know, she will launch this term that we're in. God willing, she's going to launch this term. Is implying that she will launch this term, right? But she shared her story at Kipreneur. The first time she attended, she's almost like a regular attendee since she started, right? So, but she shared her story, how she learned goal setting and business, how she was even inspired attending the conference itself and seeing that children can actually own their own businesses. She used to think it's only adults that can author books. So there are so many things the children are not doing because we are not exposing them to the things they should know. So please follow Juliet, Kidpreneur Africa. It's only one Kidpreneur Africa. Once you click it, once you ask for it on Instagram, you see it's only one Kidpreneur Africa, right? You will be glad they have products. They have things that will help you. See, like I think I said it in previous days. I didn't start off this Disruptive Parenting Summit because it's another program, right? I started out wanting to gift my world with my knowledge as a family life coach, practitioner, NLP, someone who has worked with children. I'm still working with children for years. I didn't know there's going to be an academy. I didn't know there's going to be a summit. So this one, God took me by storm, right? But I needed to start writing that book. That's how your children's life will be. They need to take that first step. All the awards that Coach Juliet has gotten, she didn't start out thinking that she's going to get those awards. She started out wanting to make impact. Your children can start early. That's what we're saying. If we have, some of us have finished university before we started. Let your 7-year-old start. Let your 10-year-old start. Let your 8-year-old start. Let them start now. It will help you and help their destiny. Okay. It's on this note that I want to say a big God bless you. God bless you, Ray Gold, to Coach Juliet. We are grateful that you showed up again. You know that we have a lot of things on the pipeline. You cannot be saying, you can't tell us no, because this one is Destiny Partnership. Anyway. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. Everyone on YouTube, please, if you have not joined our Telegram group, please join our Telegram group. That's where you have all the updates that you require to be a part of this entire program for these 30 days. We are here, 7th day, done and dusted. Can't you see? We need some big ups. All right, tomorrow will be the 8th day, and we are going to have someone that is more like a mother figure to me. I'm sure she'll say a couple of things tomorrow. You know, every time when she chats me up privately and she says, I'm super proud of you. I'm like, you know, that kind of feeling good that your mom is, you know. So she's one of those women I've met for many, many years, at least. Antinelli, I've known Antinelli for nearly 20 years. And I knew her as a single person, right? So please make sure that you join the class tomorrow and you join early as well. If you're on the YouTube, please make sure that you like our page. Like our page, put on your notification bell so that once we come on, you will know. Auntie Coach Juliet, God bless you. We love that voice that we're hearing on the background. That's parenting in itself. Thank you. Help us to give him feed him very well. Right? Thank you so much, Coach Juliet. God bless you. Really good. Have a very beautiful evening, everybody. Again, my name is Amaka Omo-Oikeh, and I'm privileged to be the convener of the Disruptive Parenting Summit. Thank you for having us impact your life. God bless you. Be good. Remember that money, because Juliet called you out today, that money that you have been using, that's your child's naming ceremony money that you spent. Let it end here. Please go and replace our money and open a bank account for us. That is part of disruptive parenting. Have a lovely evening.